So next up is metal. Let's open up this material, and the first thing we want to do is changing the color a little bit. So let's double click.
All right, so now we're going to open up the metal here, come back to this metal
here and make that a little bit lighter.
Going to change the lightness. Actually, what did he change?
So next up is metal. Let's open up this material, and the first thing we want to do is changing the color a little bit. So let's double click here and make that a little.
Okay, yeah, so we increased this color, the value, not the saturation. He's got it set to 76, 76, 76. Let's see if ours is set to that. Ours is a little too high. There we go. Okay.
A little bit lighter. Next, we hold 1 again and left click to create a scalar and put that into metal.
We add a scalar value to our metal. So we're going to click OK. Hold 1. Left click. Add the scalar value to our metal. Okay. Okay.
Metallic and change that to 1. Now we have a metal ball. So we do this.
So we should have. Okay.
Again now with lighter. Next, we hold 1 again and left click to create a scalar and put that into metallic and change that to 1.
Okay, so we're going to change the value in here. So we double click here. I guess we could just change the value here as well. Let's do 1.0. Okay. Okay, that changes the value. All right, so we add in the metal scalar, change the value to 1, updates here, a preview plane.
Now we have a metal ball. So we do this again now with 0 for the roughness, so we have this really shiny thing.
Cool. All right, so let's add in another node. 1 click, add this to our roughness. Leave it at 0. Okay, cool. So we've got basically a sphere from Phantasm. Cool.
Let's take a look how that looks like on the crate. That's nice.
Nice.
So again, let's make.
All right, so we're going to apply this to our crate. Right now we've got nothing but a white crate. So we're going to update this material here to that metal with an apply. Let's pop this out actually. I want to see it change in real time if it's possible. Yep, nice. Cool. All right, I'm going to pop this back in and continue.
Make this a little bit more interesting by including some textures we prepared. So we go here and we have a normal again and a.
Going to import more assets. Come here, import, and then normal. Okay, we got to go back to our developer series, first hour, StackObot, content, props, and T-metal N and T-metal R. Okay.
Roughness. But we will do something slightly different. This time again, we drop in the normal.
Let me slow down the speed again.
And
I'm going to drop in the normal into our metal. Okay. And we want to content drawer, dock and layout. Okay, no. Let's lock that. And we're bringing in the texture sample of metal, I think it was. Let's close this one actually. Okay.
Connect that to the normal.
Connect that to the, let's shrink this a little bit. Center mouse button wheel, zoom out. All right, gonna move this. Center mouse button wheel, zoom in a little bit. I'm connecting this to normal, I believe. Left click, normal. Oof, okay.
Output, but if we take a look at that ball, it's a little bit too noisy.
Yeah, that's a lot of noise. Center mouse button, left mouse button to rotate. All right.
For our taste here. So we do a right click and then we look for something called texture coordinate.
Right click, look for something called texture coordinate. Right click, texture coordinate. Texture coord. There we go. Select that. Let's move this down a little bit, maybe.
Which gives us access to the UV tiling.
All right, so text coord is UV tiling. Okay. So anything in here that looks like it's got UV? UV tiling right there. Okay. So this gives us this. So these other ones, let's see. Nope. 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 Okay. So we've got details and we're going to update this parameter, it looks like, or this detail.
So when we connect that to the UVs and then changing the value.
All right, so it's chained from here to there. Let's go back. Let's go here, chain it here. So we should be able to take away some of this noise, I'm guessing, based on the UV tiling.
Values to, for example, 5 and 5, we will get something that's more desirable.
Okay, so the increase in the UV tiling actually decreases the noise. Actually, oh, yeah, that's weird. Okay, so let's increase it. 5.0, 5.0. All right, cool. Let's go back here.
That's nice. So let's take a look how that looks on our crate. That's cool.
All right, so let's come back here. I'm going to pop this out. I'm going to come back to the crate again so we can see it as it's applied. Scroll up a little bit, center mouse button. Zoom in a little bit, zoom in a little bit. Okay, hit apply. Oh, okay, cool. Got some noise texture. That's kind of a lot of noise, but okay. I'm gonna bring this back in. Continue.
So let's go to the roughness again, and this time we will bring in the texture we prepared, but instead of using the RGB channel, we only use the red channel. So you can.
So we're going to use the texture, the other texture that we used. Metallic. Let's open up the content drawer, and we're bringing in this one. I'm gonna make some room. Actually, I'm gonna scroll out a little bit, move this up, move this out of the way. And this goes to roughness, but he said we're not doing that, so we're actually going to be using the red value only for the roughness. I'm going to move this out the way since it doesn't look like we're going to be using it anymore.
Store different information on different channels in a texture. So, and this is our end result. Nice.
All right, so let's pop this out again and see what changes. So we added the texture sample here, red. Let's hit apply and see what changes over here. I don't see any change actually. Let's hit roughness here again. Hit apply. Does anything change? I'm not seeing any real change. Okay. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any major changes. All right, we'll pop that back in. We'll continue.
In the middle, we want to.
Maybe it changed on the side. All right, let's pop this out again. Zoom in. Okay. All right, so yeah, that's scaling. There we go. Okay. So you gotta hold the right mouse button and W to get a slightly better zooming in. Let's do that again. Let's see if it changes here. Roughness, come here. Yeah, I'm still not seeing much of a change. Let's take a look at the top. No. No real change. All right. We'll continue.
To do something like carbon, but a simple setup. Before we do, I want to show
You have these all set correctly? Yeah. Okay.
you something on the mesh.